Good day, gentlemen and ladies. The subject of my video today, it's the visual inspection and also maintenance of all the hydraulic cylinders on my marvelous little red workhorse Mahindra eMax 20s HST tractor. Alright, so please stick around. This is a very important, informative video. It's going to be short but instructive. Alright, cheers. Alright, so the very first step that you have to do is do exactly like I just done. Try to extend the most of your cylinders. I mean, for the FEL, the forward hand, the front hand loader, and the backhoe, your outriggers, completely, fully, like my wheel is completely out of the ground. The one for the bucket, the one from the top portion, and this one, I'm gonna take care of this one first, all right? Then the top one, and then later on I'm just gonna drop the bucket. Don't forget that little cylinder. All right, now the reason why you want to do that is look for corrosion, dirt, also if they have nicks. There's various reasons why you have to look for these, and the structural integrity. I mean, is when you grease your zerks on your cylinders, do you inspect them if the retaining, the bolt in the back of all the connection, are they well set up? All right, are they well torqued? All of them, they're all connected, so please do check them. All right, so I'm just gonna say what you're looking for is how it looks, all the cylinder, is it nice and clean? Now look here, mine I clean it, but they still have dirt, and that dirt, if it's not removed, and that's in the aviation, that's what the reason why we do that is because that dirt can attract metal parts, particle, moisture, and create corrosion, and you don't want to do that, because even if it's the seal there will create a perfect the hydraulic won't leak from there, but you don't want to have that spot rusted getting in contact with the seal when I'm pointing at right there. Now once you remove your you finish the inspection, what I do is I'm just gonna show you that basically I take a clean rag and I do clean all the surface of the cylinder very well. If something, I don't know, a spot welding, a nickel, rust, it will get cut with the rag, and that's why in the aviation we clean all the hydraulic cylinder like this. All right, and that's what I'm doing each one of them. Okay, so I give especially the outrigger, because they are exposed to so many dirt coming from whatever you're digging, and like I forget to mention to that, but there's some, mine it's always grease, but and outrigger protection like these plates, the angle iron, they're the best, trust me, and that's coming from the genius brain of Joe making these. It was very good. All right, so I also look how's the condition for the zerk. All right, now I'm just, mine I clean them often and I remove all the dirt that they make accumulate. I'm just gonna show you in detail. Like here, look what I do. I clean it very well all around. It's all nice and shiny. Now the other thing I'm checking, like I told you, I'm checking the connection. If it's well tight, it's still present. I'm checking the zerk. If it's all grease, I greased mine last week, so it's okay. Now the only thing you want to check also, if the presence of any leak on the hydraulic oil connection. All right, the hydraulic oil hoses, so make sure if it's clean and also there's no leak and there's nothing stopping you to take a wrench and just double check, is it still in good condition. Same thing with the backhoe, all the conditions. So look of all these, like mine, I put scuff pad at the junction where it rubs often. I did the same here too. I put scuff pad. Now here It's kind of dirty. I'm just gonna clean it. Here we go. It's really nice. And like I'm telling you, is the reason why I do that is double check that I have no corrosion, no rust. And yes, especially for that zerk here, make sure it's always clean. Yeah, if you can, a rubber pad, that would be good to put it, because you don't need to walk over that. Now, I told you about how to clean them. Now, what I do also, just hold on, I'm just gonna take the camera and put it right here. Now, you're supposed to use hydraulic oil, but I use SEA30 oil. It's synthetic oil. And what I do with another clean rag, this one is dirty, just hold on. So what I'm going to do is just put a light coat on the rag itself, like you're just saying here, just a light oil. And I just gonna cover the cylinder with that oil. And what it does, it will also help to clean and leave a nice coat of protective oil. During the summer, I'm not worried because, hello, during the summer I'm not worried so much because of the dirt. It will attract the dirt, but definitely during the winter time with the salt coming from the road in various places, yes, do that. And I will do the same thing all the hydraulic cylinders that I inspect. Okay, so I do this one. Now I didn't clean the other one, it's more as a education to show you that on the video, but definitely the Outriggers is very well to keep them oily, and it's always neat to keep them clean. So let me do my job. Alright, I'm gonna drop that one. And you can see in the video, this is the part that I clean and this is dry. So I'm just gonna cover it with a nice coat of oil. And it will also lubricate the O-ring. So now everything is good. And just so you know, I cleaned it and it's still, some dirt is still showing. So oil, oh boy, my tripod will be very oily. All act also as a cleaner, so that's why I oil them. So now I'd say the most important, smallest cylinder to take care is these one for the direction. All right. And these one, they're always exposed to dirt. The engine salt coming from the muffler on each side. Then in the winter time also, clean it with a dry rag, dusting off. All right, inspect your hydraulic connection. All right, on each side. If they're well connected for the fail. All right, the nuts are there. You can check all the hydraulic hoses too. All right, here at the manifold. Well, it's not manifold, but all the hydraulic hoses too. Hello. And for your backhoe, same thing, because the backhoe is subject to a lot of stress, vibration because of the digging action. So make sure that all the hoses are very well taken care of, everything is tight. So that's what you do, okay? And for the backhoe owners, just for the backhoe owners, for me, making these ankle guard so you don't get the rear of your ankle gut up when you remove it. It's a good protection, and also the Outrigger protection, which I put I glue a rubber pad so they slip on it. It's very good. Okay. Again, inspect all your hydraulic hoses. You'll be in business. Yeah, I think I do cover, yes, and especially during the winter time, these small cylinder down there for your steering, power steering action, they expose a lot of salt, dirt, in summer too. I mean, they're the front, and I was even thinking to put Outrigger, like a protection. I never come up with a good idea how to put that, but one of these days I will come up with an idea. And always keep oily, clean the boot there, because that's the ball joint. All right. Maintenance is a vital factor, especially for the our expensive tractors, subcompact tractors. Do grease it, like I remember the video, between 8 to 12 hours. Double check all the torques. All right, make sure it's well bolted, especially for the Backhoe. All these bolts I'm pointing at, they all need to be retorqued between 9 to 12 hours. The book says 24 hours. They're wrong. It's moving so much, and you definitely need to retorque. All right, don't forget to grease. The toughest grease point is the one right there. This is tough, okay, because it's you need a flexible to grease it. Yeah, definitely. All right, now I have to do a confession. I don't use a torque wrench. I use a crescent wrench to check all the hydraulic hose connection. So just to give you an idea, I'm just going to make you a close view. So I just like this. I adjusted very well. So I see, just small adjustment. They were not leaking, but and you don't need to torque them crazy, like just small. And it's so much easier. Same thing with the these one. However, I'm going to use the tractor to lift it up. So let me go around. Now this one, there's the steel one, so yes, this one always tight. So just as an example, now for all of these on the field, you need to use, yes, you can use a crescent wrench, but you need to be more stabilized. I don't know if you can see that. It's gonna be easier on the top. It's stuff with the camera. I'm just gonna drop the Backhoe before the field. All right. So for this one, what I find out is you need a wrench to hold it in place, and usually they're pretty. It's that's why I don't use a crescent wrench. But this one, I torque it once a year, and to tell the truth, they never lose. The most of the time I find them loose. These one are always very well torqued, but definitely the one on the Outriggers, all the hydraulic hose on the Backhoe, I found it getting loose because of the vibration, probably caused by the Backhoe action. All right, so use a general crescent wrench, and for the forward just use a normal wrench. But this one is more like once a year I do check, and I rarely find them loose. It's just the rear one, because of the hard Backhoe therapy, that I find them they always loose up a little bit. I don't tie that, just snug because yeah. All right, cheers. All right, when everything is clean, I do a functional. Despite of the cleaning, then the oiling, you're gonna find spot like this, like very dirty. What I mean is, the reason is very simple, is the seal gets so much dirty, then it back up the dirt between the seal and the other seal inside the hydraulic. So what you need is you just circle a couple of times, oil the cylinder and play with it, and you will end up cleaning the seal. And that's what it's all about, maintenance. So again, thank you very kindly for all your standing support, comment, and remember folks, life is good, and yeah, fall is in the air, definitely. All right, cheers. I don't know. Hello Jasper. Hello Jasper. All right folks.